Now your next topic is linear transformations, or it is also called as vector space homomorphism. See its definition. Suppose UF and VF be two vector spaces over the same field F, then a linear transformation from the vector space U into the vector space V is a function T from U into V such that Ta alpha plus B beta can be written as equal to T A into T alpha plus B into T beta for all alpha beta in U and for all AB in F. This is the basic condition for a function T from U into V to be a linear transformation. Since it is linear, that is why this condition 1 is also called as linear property. This condition is the same as A alpha plus beta is equal to A into T alpha plus T beta because it contains all the parts of this condition. Now come to linear operator. When U and V are the same vector spaces, let V be a vector space, a linear operator on V. On V means T is a function from V to V, is a function T from V into V such that T alpha plus B beta is equal to A into T alpha plus B into T beta for all alpha beta in V and for all AB in F. So in case of linear operator, both these sets or both the vector spaces are same, but in the case of linear transformation, both these vector spaces are different. See example, the function T from V3R to V2R, see these are two different vector spaces defined by T ABC is equal to AB for all ABC in R is a linear transformation from V3 to into V2. See its solution. Let alpha be I1 B1 C1, beta be A2 B2 C2 belonging to V3R. Then for 2 AB in R, we will evaluate Ta alpha plus B beta. So it is equal to Ta, substitute the values of alpha beta, A1 B1 C1 plus B A2 B2 C2. It can be written as T A1 plus BA2, comma AB1 plus BB2 and AC1 plus BC2. So by definition of the transformation, the function here, this is equal to AB, first two coordinates. So this is equal to A1 plus BA2, comma AB1 plus BB2. It can be written as A1 AB1 plus BA2 BB2. So it is equal to A into A1 B1 plus B into A2 B2. It means A into T A1 B1 C1 plus B into T A2 B2 C2. So it is A into T alpha plus B into T beta. Therefore, this T is a linear transformation from V3R into V2R. It is proved. We just need to check whether this condition is fulfilled or not. If this condition is fulfilled, then the function T from U into V will be a linear transformation. Let us see one more example. See here, example 2. Let Vf be the vector space of all m by n matrices. Since V is containing the matrices of type m by n over the field F. Now let P be a fixed m by m matrix. P is a fixed m by m matrix. P is a square matrix over F. And let Q be a fixed n by n matrix over F. And this Q is also a square matrix of the type n by n. The correspondence T from V into V defined by Ta is equal to P into A into Q for all A in V is a linear operator on V. See here it is saying linear operator. Linear operator because both the vector spaces are same. So with this condition we need to prove that this T is a linear operator. See, if A is an m by n matrix over the field F, then PAQ is also an m by n matrix over the field F because this P is your what? This P for all A in V, A belongs to V means A is your m by n matrix and this P is m by m, Q is n by n. So this will be your m by n matrix. Therefore, this T is a function from V into V. Now let AB belongs to V and small ab belongs to F. Then T A capital A plus B capital B will be PAQ as per definition PAQ. So P into A capital A plus B capital B into Q. So it can be written as A into P capital A plus B into P capital B Q. So it is equal to A into PAQ plus B into PBQ. It means A PA plus B TB. So it is now showing that T is a linear transformation from V into V as per our definition. Thus T is a linear operator on V because both the vector spaces are same. So it is our linear operator. So this problem is also solved. Next come to, there are some particular transformations. Let us see. Zero transformation. Let U and V be two vector spaces and the function T from U into V be defined by T alpha is equal to zero vector. This zero vector of V. This alpha is in U and this zero vector is in V. This is a linear transformation from U into V. Let alpha beta be in belonging to U and AB be in F. Then A alpha plus B beta belongs to U. Therefore, T alpha plus B beta will be zero vector. It means it is A into 0 plus B into 0. So it is A into T alpha plus B into T alpha. Therefore, this T is a linear transformation from U into V. We call this a linear zero transformation because T alpha is equal to zero vector. See next, identity operator. For a V, a vector space, the function I from V into V defined by I alpha is equal to alpha for all alpha in V. Means I sends alpha to alpha. So this is a linear transformation from V into V. It is actually a linear operator. If alpha beta belongs to V and AB belongs to F, then A alpha plus B beta will be in V because V is vector space. And I alpha plus B beta will be A alpha plus B beta as per the definition of I alpha is equal to alpha. So it can be written as IA into I alpha plus B into I beta. It means this I is a linear transformation from V into V. Since both vector spaces are same, so it is a linear operator. The transformation I is called identity operator on V and we shall denote it by capital I. Next, see the negative of a linear transformation. Let U and V be two vector spaces and T be a linear transformation from U into V. Then the correspondence minus T defined by minus T alpha is equal to minus times T alpha for all alpha in U. It is a linear transformation from U into V. See, T alpha belongs to V, therefore minus T alpha will also be in V. Since V is a vector space, therefore alpha, if alpha is in V, then minus alpha will also be in V. Now, therefore, minus T is a function from U into V. Suppose alpha beta belongs to U and AB belongs to F, then A alpha plus B beta belongs to U, and minus T A alpha plus B beta will be minus times T A alpha plus B beta as per the definition. So it can be written as minus A T alpha plus B T beta. So it is minus A T alpha plus minus B T beta. It means A into minus T alpha plus B into minus T beta. So this relation shows that this minus T is also a linear transformation from U into V. The linear transformation minus T is called the negative of the linear transformation. After this, we have some of the properties of linear transformation, which we will discuss in your next class. So see first them, what are they? They want let T be a linear transformation from a vector space U F into a vector space VF. We have two vector spaces U and V over the same field F. Then first property, T of zero vector is equal to zero vector. This zero vector belongs to U and this zero vector belongs to V. Where 0 on the left hand side is zero vector of U and the 0 on the right hand side is zero vector of V. And see T minus alpha is equal to minus times T alpha for all alpha in U. This is your second property. We will discuss this in our next class. You have also given two examples. One example is a good one. See this example. Let VR be the vector space of all continuous functions from R into R. We have two sets R and R, and VR is the vector space. If F belongs to V and we define T by Tf x is equal to integration from 0 to x f dt for all x in R, then this T is a linear transformation from V into V. So it is not a tough one. See here, if F is real valued continuous function, then Tf is also a real valued continuous function. Thus F belongs to V implies Tf belongs to V. Also, the operation of integration satisfies the linearity property. We know from our earlier knowledge that in integration, linear property is satisfied. Therefore, this T is a linear transformation from V into V. You can prove yourself There is no difficulty. Take two functions f and g and take a t a alpha af plus bg of x and solve it. It will be again a into t fx plus b into t gx. So you can do it yourself. There is no problem. If you have any difficulty of getting this, you can ask me here.